everyone. My name is Gulshan EducationWali, and this is my studio that is Colors of Care. Right now, I have a very honorable guest in my studio, a very honorable guest, and it is an absolute honor to welcome you to today interview session. Your presence adds immense value, inspiration, and depth to our platform. I am truly grateful for the time you have taken to share your knowledge, experience, and wisdom with us. First of all, welcome to you, Jelena, in my studio. How are you?
Fine, and you? Assalamu alaikum. Hello to everyone.
Uh,
Respected and dear Gulshan EducationWali, ladies and gentlemen, scientists, university professors, students, business people, I warmly welcome you and I very much appreciate the invitation that you invited me on very interesting interview with you, my Gushan. Please,
Thank you so much.
please
Uh,
question.
uh, Oh yeah, thank you so much for your encouragement. Jelena, first of all, give me your short introduction. Then I start my interview session. Firstly, tell me about yourself to me to my audience. Who is Jelena Boskovic? From where you live?
Jelena Boskovic is full professor, academician, art and science, global leadership, global educator, um, global scientist, university professors, etc. I much work science and university education, my students, much people, etc. Please question. Please
Yeah.
question.
Could you briefly share your journey of academic achievements?
Analyzing the overall academic achievement, scientific research, the overall of educational activity, and the achievement results that were evaluated by eminent scientists, university professors, academic through the writing of report for the selection full professor at several university and academic that I made an exceptional contribution to the development of science in the field of genetics and plant breeding, especially selection for weed resistance to leaf rust pathogen. The top scientific results that I achieve are completely competitive with the results to most productive and creative European and world researcher and represent a hard contribution the promotion of science in agriculture in particular. Knowledgeable and methodological, I pose the last scientific achievement from the contemporary science that I am involved in the numerous generation of students in level study, basis, master degree, and PhD. In my scientific research work, I saw show great and extensive activity, which are best illustrated by published textbook, monograph, scientific book, scientific paper, numerous participation in national and international conference. As a notable and productive scientist with a high competence index, I was often invited to participate in the work of large number international and national scientific meeting, and very often not only is referred but also a member of the organizing and program committee of these meetings, presiding of this section, which is unboardly contributed to my reputation and the reputation of both science and the university. In the domain of genetics of resistance and breeding for pathogen, I'm constantly improving my work and knowledge through scientific correspondence that achieve through international project direction. In addition, this during a large number of study build and through continuous international cooperation with eminent researchers in scientific institutions in the world. As a representative of the former Yugoslavia and the Republic of Serbia, I participate in numerous scientific meetings in the field of genetics, plant breeding, according to pathogen European country, Russia, USA, China, Morocco, Canada, etc. According to my rich scientific areas in the field of genetics, genetics of pathogen host, interaction, plant breeding, especially with biotechnology, sustainable agriculture, creating an education profile in sustainable and organic agriculture, the position of agriculture in process globalization and European integration. Uh, Therefore, my election to the position of full professor and academician 5 times represent only the confirmation already achieved pedagogical, teaching, and scientific research results. Is is very interesting science, as my colleague say genetics, plant breeding, so, much scientific field. Only such a leader of scientific charisma and reputation can direct his enormous scientific and pedagogical energy into continuous work so accepted results as been achieved in view of the previous activity and great experience. I much welcome. Really, I move forward with a smile every day. We accept the time and new knowledge. My think. Please question.
That's amazing. Your journey of academic achievements is very wonderful and very inspiring. My second question is that what motivated you to pursue a PhD and enter the field of higher education?
Very interesting question for a PhD. My motivated and education began in my family, where it was constantly emphasized how important it was to be a learned person. When I dedicated to study natural science in high school, it was accepted that full study natural science because they are basis of other science. I first chose chemistry to study, through which I began a wide field of interesting, especially in biochemistry, which biochemistry, which the basis of life psychological process and physiological process of all organisms. My professor were board of science and mostly had doctorate from famous university, European university, and they paid attention to each student. During my study, I was demonstrator and learner about what professionalism means in higher education. After mm, completing the chemistry departments, elementally enrolled in biology. Basic science is extremely important for medicine, pharmacy, uh, dentistry, veterinary, and agriculture, especially today, biotechnology. Through my study in master degree, genetics and plant breeding, my mother, scientific professor Dr. Katarina Boroevich, full professor genetics, the Department of Biology in University Novi Sad, is much cooperation with much science in Asia, especially Pakistan, India, Indonesia, Bangladesh. Uh, my PhD research of genetic has provided an impressive motivation, is an performing impact of the understanding of life, diseases, evaluation, specific understanding. PhD is breathing with leaf rust weed. Much personal interesting personal connection and ethical consideration in science. In essence, the motivation to specialize in genetic STEM from a disease understanding fundamental principle. It is my idea, master degree and PhD. I work PhD in much country international project, Finnish work, PhD, USA, Kansas State University, second mentor, Professor Dr. Brevis Browder, and part PhD in Synergast Laboratory, Minneapolis. Minneapolis is very interesting, very interesting, successful work. Private life is positive in negative benefits in the long run. I, my scientific path is very interesting. Young people, especially student, young scientists, and young professor university. Please question.
Okay, that's wonderful. Okay, Jelena, as a full professor at Belgrade Metropolitan University, what subjects or areas do you specialize in?
I am a full professor academician of science and arts and was selected the owner and president of Belgrade Metropolitan University Emeritus Professor Dr. Draga Domazec for leadership position of the advisor. My field in genetics, plant breeding, etc. Belgrade Metropolitan University sent out the education system as follows. Metropolitan University created leader who, who shaped and created the digital future, especially artificial intelligence, through a modern apply and an inter, multi, and transdisciplinary approach. We educated generation of young experts who not only understanding of modern world, but also actively changing we are focused and empowering individual use knowledge. We provide students with relevant skills along the need of the labor market and global trend, employment to the simulating environment for personal and professional growth and society with concentrate sustainable and motivated solution through the synergy of education, research, and entrepreneurship. As an internationality oriented institution in my work international cooperation, we contribute of the development of society-based knowledge and technology spirit future expert become carrier a positive positive change. Metropolitan University have faculty information technology, faculty management, faculty digital art, faculty of origin language. Metropolitan University have a big international cooperation, university, European Union, USA, in India, China, etc. I believe international cooperation with Pakistan University.
Okay. You are authored over 740 papers and 10 books. That is very amazing and very wonderful. What research topics are closest to your heart?
My favorite top that is closest in my heart, remind in my memory with my commenter from the USA, my memorable moment in my career stay in Kansas State University, Manhattan, USA, with Professor Dr. Lewis Eugen Browder, who was the commenter doctoral dissertation in this study stay. I focus on investigation, the interaction of weed and leaf-rust pathogen, which historically focus on simple infection model involving one host. When one disease system, however, plant infections often involve multiple species and all genotype and exist a complexity that is not captured by individual single host disease system. Studying co-infection system focusing in the dynamic host multi-pathogen interaction and implication with host sustainability resistance is my interesting work with Professor Browder in my favorite memorable this study in the classification of the application mathematical model in epistasis genes major genes relationship apply for the first time the inheritance of resistance in the weed leaf-rust pathogen. This investigation, mathematical model application in the past in the world with pathogen, leaf-rust of which is cosmopolitan pathogen. This
Okay,
question,
wonderful. You have mentored 41 researchers and been part of over 60 doctoral dissertations committees. What makes a strong PhD candidate in your opinion?
my personal opinion is that a strong candidate student exhibit a mix of persistence, intellectual curiosity, independence, and strong communication skills, while academic brilliance is helpful, is not as crucial as the reliance and discipline needed to push the boundary of human knowledge. To possess essential personal quality, preservation and persistence, the journey to PhD maintain five others skatebook and reaction, AG field experiment, reject paper, experiment in laboratory. A strong candidate is willing to bet their head against the wall for months and keep going. This uncertainty and frustration, patient curiosity, and the goal is better autonomy and self-motivation, realize and humanity. Effective communication is very interesting for PhD candidate. Critical thinking and problem solving. Strong candidates can analyze information, identify gap in current knowledge and device, creative was address them. Research skills be included a strong fundamental knowledge of the field, the ability to conduct literature, reviews, experiment analysis, and effective data management. Collaboration and network. The academic community is a community. The best student collaborates well, colleague, postdoc, and advisor, and building and shared knowledge uh, and build professional relationship. Key proprietary experience, prior research experience, publication, presentation in meeting and team, etc. Strong reference, excellent reference from research mentor who can speak to the candidate. A candidate's ability and potential are very important. Uh, Fit with program and advisor. A strong candidate can strongly research the program and specific faculty member, ensuring that interest and goal align with potential mentor and department focus. Please question.
Can you share a memorable international project or a conference experience with us, with my audience and with me?
Mentor international project. My experience, the scientific work in of Germany, the USA, and Serbia depends significantly in term is on founding research focus and overall structure. Germany is very interesting, well-established, decentralized system with strong industry collaboration, demonstrate system with applied science. No much. Very, very, very strong people. Do you say has a high competitive, diverse, and globally dominant research landscape heavily influenced by federal funding and private investment in Serbia, by strong integrated into European research. Face challenges related infrastructure and brain drain. Germany, very interesting. Decentralized a collaborative Germany scientific ecosystem characterized by a network of university research institute, especially like Max Planck and Fraunhofer scientists, and strong industry partnership, industrial collaboration, close, close peace between research institutions and industry drive, motivate and innovation and technology transfer contributed to Germany's strong economic competitiveness. Net institution USA, dominant global player. Today, no today, global player today, China, Russia, Pakistan, India, Iran. No, USA. No, years ago. Do you say global scientific research years ago? Competitive and diverse, federal funding, private investing, notable institution, trans integrated, challenges in funding, brain drain, focus integration. Scientists from development countries can contribute more to global innovation by focusing on adapting technology to local context, strengthening scientific education, and activity training with the polymaker. This includes leveraging existing technologies, fostering local innovation ecosystem, and ensuring equitable partnership in international collaboration, adapting technology, fostering local innovation adoption, grassroots innovation, open science, open brain, holistic approach, curriculum reform, research capacity building, international collaboration is very, very interesting. It's very important development, developed country. Policy influence, innovative ecosystem, addressing financial barrier, much country in the world, intellectual property, ensuring that local innovation are protected through appreciated intellectual property from work is important for fostering future development and commercialization. By talking this, step scientists in development countries can play a more significant role driving global innovation, leading to sustainable development and addressing critical challenges uh, facing their nation and the world. No, no protection, no protection, no touch, no touch. USA in country development. Yes, please question.
Okay, thank you so much, Jelena. You are wonderful and a very amazing personality. I really appreciate you and really like all of your deeds, which are you done in your life. Although in academic way, it was wonderful. In the last, I want to ask two questions. Both right now, what message would you like to give to educators, young researchers, and what will be your message for my audience? These are the two questions at the end of the session, and it was wonderful session.
I believe the profound power of curiosity, collaboration, and critical thinking uh, to young people, researchers, students around the world. Very interesting question for young people. I encourage educators to ignite imagination and foster an environment where every student feel empowered to ask question, challenges, estimation, and explore the unknown. Your role in nurturing the next generation, the thinker professional is invaluable. I call on research to, to burst bold data and push the boundary of human knowledge with integrity and collaboration. The situation are most pressing global challenges, from climate change to diseases and behind. Ali and you realize commitment to discovery. Student, I want you to know that the future is you to shape. Be relentless in your persist acknowledge embrace failure as part or learning process and use your unique talent and skills to positively impact the world. Together, true education research and building competent, true, and understanding, we can build a brighter, more inclusive, and sustainable future for all. Please question.
And in the last, what will advice which you convey to my audience or to me?
You audience, audience people, audience people, audience people is understanding most scientific study or publication. My research, very interesting. On with resistance to leave rust, caused by Triticina has focused to the identification use of genes. Genes is very interesting for human, plant, animal, microorganism, especially COVID-19. COVID-19 is very interesting pathogen and genetic recombination, recombination gene pathogen, now nature pathogen, human. This gene is crucial for development resistance, resistance much, much organism is a genetic genome, very interesting investigation, young people, epigenetic regulation of resistance diseases, pathogen virus factor, current research direction, understanding research is my revolutionary journey in leaf rust research began during my master with my professor and mentor my professor, Jelena Boskovic, who in international career. And from the exponential scientific enthusiasm and great love, it's from that grow into marriage with scientific and university cycle. Very interesting, my home over 200 scientists in the field of genetics, plant breeding, phytopathology, from a continuous of planet have passed through our home. I development new mathematical models. Inheritance is much, much, much work. My audience, my message to young people, much, much work in new technology, life learning, convenience, love, dream, etc. Thank
That
you
is
very much.
wonderful. It
Thank you
is
very
a
much.
wonderful message that delivered by Jelena Boskovic. Thank you so much, Jelena. You are here and giving us your precious time. It is a grateful meeting that I did with you. It was wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Having a
very much
nice
for
day and
interview.
having a nice life.
Thank you very much for interview, my dear soul. Next time for
Oh,
interview, podcast session, discussion, artificial intelligence, mathematical algorithm. I much work. I much read new technology. I application with professor with president university digital transformation university. Digital transformation. I'm biology. I chemistry, genetics, plant breeding. I much work, and communication research in the world artificial intelligence, application artificial intelligence, agriculture, biotechnology, education, especially science and research. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
thank you so very much, Angelina. We will meet again, inshallah, after a some time, and we will do a next session.
Yes. Special time. My my life is uh, is uh, is science. My
Hmm.
twin boy. I have in my life big problem. My son have tumor of brain. 13 8 is a big problem. Big problem. I transform. Uh, I transform family tragic in success.
In this session, we work and described about all your academic achievements. And when in the next session, when we will meet, we will be discussed about your personal life, about your personal goals, habits, your favorite things. We will discuss in the next session. Hopefully, we will meet again.
Yes, I go go next time. Much work, much work, much work. My think, open science, open brain, international collaboration. I love you much, student. Love you much,
Having
student.
a nice day. Thank you so much, and
Thank you
having a
so
nice
much.
life.